Okay, hi everyone, welcome back, and in this update we are going to check out Litecoin, and the general idea is still indeed pretty much the same, and I am still cautiously optimistic. Now, what is happening in the recent move down, and as you can see, this is kind of a strong move. However, I think we can be still a bit bullish in this area. Why is that? You see, in the previous update about Litecoin, we talked about the possibility of having an ABCDE, a triangle for wave B, and one more move down into our C leg. And then I said, I'm hoping that we are going to start another move up. Now, if you check out the video before that, we also talked about the possibility of having either a running flat or maybe an expanded flat. And I think we need to talk about an expanded flat in today's update, which looks like this. This is our initial move down into a corrective movement into wave B. In this phase, we are going to take this high and one more move down into C, and in it, we are going to take the low of our A leg. And for the sub waves, ABC down into A, ABC, or maybe a WXY on the upside into B, not really important. And then from here, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into our C leg. Now let's go on the live chart and see what is happening. And okay, so I think it's safe to say that this is probably not a triangle. Instead, we may have from this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a correction for wave B, probably to about this point, and then I would say maybe like an expanding ending diagonal into our C leg to about here. Also, in this phase on the downside, I believe you can identify some sort of a three-wave movement, maybe like this. There we go. And if this scenario is happening, then okay, we don't really need to be worried about the current move down being as strong and possibly in form of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because at that point on a higher degree, these are going to be hopefully the subwaves of an A, B, C in form of an expanded flat into wave 2, and then we are hoping that we see a very strong move on the upside in order to get out of this region. Now, because in here, I'm considering at least at the moment an expanded flat, so we should actually expect in LTC this move down to continue, possibly a bit more in order to take this low down here about, let's say, $87.50. Now, what if we are having, instead of an expanded flat, just a simple running flat? Because in a running flat, we're not even going to take this low down here. This is also possible, do not get me wrong, but I think we should now assume the worst in Litecoin and expect some more moves on the downside. And if we don't get it, and for example from here we see like a very strong move up, okay, that's going to be a great sign indicating the bottom is in, and basically we are really not going to get surprised. So for now, let's see something like this happening in Litecoin, and then we are going to make new updates and see what is happening in this area, because at that point the next move is really going to be important for us. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in LTC. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.